What up YouTube, it's your boy Rotter back at you with another video, and today we're doing brakes again, this time on the Duramax. These brakes have never been replaced, well not the discs at least. I did do the pads as soon as I got it, so it's got almost 10 years on these pads. No, that's not true. I changed these when I moved up to Pendleton, so probably only about a year left on these pads that were put on these pads. Also, we're replacing this this rubber brake line with a braided stainless steel one. I've already done the other side, broke torque on the caliper bolts here, and we're just going to finish taking these off. Now, much like the Denali that we did a few weeks ago, you just take out this bottom caliper bolt, and the caliper swings up out of the way where you can get to the pads. But we're replacing the discs here too. And to replace the disc, you got to replace the or remove the caliper bracket, which is torqued by the hands of God himself. Looks like we had some moisture in there too. I should replace these. So how corroded they are, very pitted. We're gonna hit them up on the wire wheel though. Normally I grab a wire and hang these up so you don't damage the brake line, but I'm replacing the brake line, so I'm just going to get it to where it stays. So the pads still got a lot of life left in them, but these discs are kind of warped. You feel it as soon as you touch the brakes, slow, fast, medium speeds. It looks like these pads got really hot. They got some cracks in them. All right, we're gonna take this over to the bench, get these clips taken off, getting these new boots on there. These are all dry rot and falling apart. That's why we got moisture in it. And there's actually some weird things in the inside of those. I don't know how well the camera's gonna pick that up down in there. Little rubber tubes that catch the end of the caliper bolt. We're getting these old ones out. It's kind of a pain in the butt. Using a hammer and a screwdriver, which isn't the best thing to use. Probably using a cold chisel would be a little better, but I do have iPro on, so I'm safe. Pop these clips off. Kind of put a hole through it and pry it out, and it pops off. Here's the new ones that gotta get pressed in there. Before that, I'm gonna clean up the inside of the holes, and then there's those rubber things with the deal on the inside. Spray a little WD in there, help lube it up so they come out. But this is what they look like, and they just slide in there, and then the end of the caliper bolt goes inside that, on the inside. Gotta get the old ones out. And now you don't want to use oil stuff like WD-40 or some kind of grease that's going to get hot and melt with your brakes. But I'm just using this to clean things out. Here's that rubber thing. I'll be using this this bore brush for a pistol. to actually clean these. But they also work great for taking these rubber things out sometimes. Alright, got them all cleaned out. And now we got the new rubber thing on the end of the caliper bolt here, with a little bit of the dielectric grease on it to help push it all the way down into place. That's such a good seal, pushing against the air. All right, that's all the way in there. Good. Do the boot now. The boot will go on there like that. I like to take a socket. Socket right there. Oh, I need two hands. Hold this. I just like to get it set down a little bit so it won't pop out as I hit the one side.
This is probably a great way to tear the boot, the way I'm doing it, but I didn't. I could probably use a some kind of drip pin to get the edge a little better.
Man, this is really a two-hand job. All right, and that boot is in. And now we're going to do the other side. Alright, something I forgot to do is take this old one off. Slap the new one on. And these are the cross-drilled and slotted type. Makes you go faster or something. So we got our new boots, the new little rubber things down inside the holes there. So we can mount this to it now before we put the caliper back on and the new pads. Oh, we're gonna get the new clips on there. Here's the new pads. We got a speed groove in them or something. Probably means it wear out faster because they're more expensive. Alright. Before I caliper back on, I need to clean the caliper bolts and the wire wheel. And then I'm going to grease them up with some more grease. And it's getting hot sitting in the sun. Alright, so need to compress these two cylinders since it's like two of them. If I push one down, I'm thinking this one will probably push out, but I'm not sure. I just use a block of wood and a clamp and have the cap off the reservoir so the fluid actually has somewhere to go. Even though this block of wood fits in here perfectly, like it was made for it, it is not. I was going to use this for a mallet for something. I didn't like the shape and I abandoned it, but I couldn't throw away a piece of walnut. caliper bolt in. All right, so as I drive this in, eventually this part of the caliper bolt needs to get pushed up over on the boot. The seal needs to pop up over this. And I just use a screwdriver with my finger and it'll pop over. But I'm gonna get this bottom one started. So this boot always gets screwed up. And the bottom one's going to do the same thing. Just kind of like stretch it up over it. There. Now it's good and sealed, lubricated. No more corrosion issues. If I do replace these calipers in a few months, I'm going to replace these caliper bolts too, because I don't know how well you can see in the video, but it is super corroded, super pitted. All right, this brake job is done. Sort of. Got one more thing. I'm going to replace this brake line here. All right, so I've got a few brackets right here and here that need to come off. The new brake line from Duramax store. It's a braided stainless steel. It doesn't flex like the rubber hose does. So supposed to be better for your brakes. We'll see. It's got new brackets, so all the brackets that are attached to the brake line are staying with it. And the one thing I wish came in the kit was a couple new bolts for these here. These are called bung bolts. I can't remember. I'm just gonna feed this around, down, over the top. I'm gonna plug this back in. Oh, maybe that was already broke. All right. So the it's kind of retentive. This copper washer, you need to kind of hold and spin the bolt out. Just put a little pair of channel lock here in place. I was gonna be able to get a better grip on the other side. All right, there we go. This other washer needs to come off. It's trash. We got new washers. I'm gonna grab a brush and clean that surface up a little bit. We've got a new crush washers and brake line. Right, it's not touching the caliper at all over there. I got some good clearance. Now we got to do the front part of the brake line. A little bit of heat took care of that. This is where we're going to lose quite a bit of fluid. Rubbing on anything. It's good. That's it. All I gotta do is bleed this and we're done. I have a bleeding kit, so I can do this by myself. All the air is going to be in the new line. We got to push all that air out. It's really not a lot of fluid. On the other side, it didn't seem like that much. I haven't even added any fluid to the reservoir yet. I'll have to see how this goes a little bit. Well, I took it for another spin and now the noise went away. I don't know what I did, but no noise from this side. No noise from this side. Everything's good. Oh, and the best part is, I don't have any leaks. I didn't show you that yet. This is bone dry here. Oh, I gotta tuck my head in. And then it's all bone dry here. Ooh, it's kind of hot though. Our second test drive. All right, so just gotta do those back ones now. And that's it for this episode of Duramax Diaries.
So I didn't mention why these components were being replaced other than being old. This photo is probably a big clue. I'll get more into it in a vlog post that I'll be recording after this. It'll be published probably tomorrow. There'll be a lot of information on why I've been silent these past few months. I know it's been a crazy year for most of us, and I have my own problems like everyone else. Just stay positive through all this. I know good things are coming. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Leave a comment below and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And I will see you next time.